As you guys know, last episode, I prepared to do the zombifying and curing process by getting a bunch of sugarcane and turning it into paper so I could trade it with my librarians. Okay, so now this episode, I'm going to be doing the zombifying and curing process, and also do some other stuff in end. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you guys know, last episode I started the zombifying and curing process, so I just had to continue doing it for now. But I accidentally hit the zombie and I ran away and it jumped into the ocean and it drowned. So I had to get a whole new zombie. So I got the new zombie, but when I brought it to my base, it locked onto the keeper villager, I guess, and I hit it, and I thought I might be able to fix it. So I tried to pull it up by 16 blocks so I'd get out of its range, but it didn't work. So eventually I decided to save and quit, and that worked. So I could just continue doing the zombifying process. So after I had finished the zombifying process, I decided to first cure the 6 villagers that I'd forgotten to trade with last episode. So I would just make sure that they properly had their trades and everything was gonna be okay. Now that I'd done those 6 villagers, I could do the rest of the villagers. Now I just had to wait for them to finish curing. Now that I'd finished the curing process, I just had to do the painful process of making sure that they have their workstation in front of them, because once they get cured, they just select a random one in the area. And now I had to do the other workstations. And finally I had to put down the beds. Now, I could have ended the episode here. I had pretty much reached the hour mark. But I decided, you know what? I want to be able to launch myself around with a Riptide 3 Trident. And you need a feather falling for that. So I decided to hopefully get maxed out boots. But in the end, I got maxed out armor. So first, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to enchant each piece on the enchanting table. Now, because I'm extremely lucky, the only thing I got was protection 4 on all the pieces. Because the thing that I really wanted on them was just protection 4 at least. Because it's the most expensive village trade, because it was expensive originally, so right now it's not 1 emerald. And then also just put unbreaking and mending on all of them, because I can. And also maxed out my Fortune 3 and Silk Touch pickaxes. And then I also just put feather falling on the boots. Sadly, I didn't do the tridents because I didn't have enough levels. So yeah, the episode's pretty much finished now. So goodbye guys, until next time.